Kate Fahey will kick us off with first serve over to Jessie Irvine for this one. Genie Bouchard gobbles it up. And Charles Darling springs out of his seat. The owner for the Phoenix Flames. Also the owner of Proton, the paddle that Genie is now using.
Beautiful, beautiful first point. And like you mentioned earlier, I agree with you. Jessie is one of the hardest working players on tour. And also her pickleball IQ is very high. So just looking forward to watch how this partnership blossoms, and I think Genie Bouchard really benefits from the mentorship and the strategic advice she can get on this team with a couple of veterans, such as Jessie Irvine and Tyson McGuffin.
Nice play by Anna Bright. You warned us about the offense she possesses on both sides of her body. That time sets up the overhead close.
0-0-1. Point.
Just a little bit unforced error by Genie. She hits the tape, and my philosophy is when you hit the tape, there's probably nothing wrong with your shot or nothing wrong with your strategy. Just got to refocus and aim just a little bit higher next time. But it's an acceptable mistake, for sure.
Oh, what a shot for Anna Bright. Looks like she's going cross court, and at the last second, ditches it down the line.
The master of disguise.
Wide. The offense too strong for Phoenix. One more serve to go for St. Louis.
2-0-2. Point.
Bouchard had it. It's robbed off the top of the tape to what you were saying earlier.
3-0-2.
Had the right shot in mind.
Oh, absolutely. Genie Bouchard is not afraid to generate some of the offense on her own. Just a little bit of bad luck with the net there.
(4-0-2).
Beautiful finishing touch for Anna Bright off a perfect third. Put herself in position to rip it down the line. She just reads the play so well. 4-0 sweep, by the way, for the Shock over one of the teams to beat this weekend, Columbus, yesterday. Now pulls it down the line again on Jessie Irvine, who does not know where to go. 17 points. Orlando Squeeze leading away with 20 points. How about the Squeeze? Surprising to people. Have a great roster, but they weren't in everybody's prediction. Still early in the season. Keep tabs on it. Nice pressure now from Kate Fahey. So what does Phoenix do? They were struggling with Anna Bright a moment ago. Now, how do they keep things out of harm's way on their side?
7-0-2.
After this point.
I think Phoenix is doing a great job trying to generate offense from different points. Just we saw Jessie Irvine with the lob, but I think Kate Fahey and Anna Bright being a good offensive and defensive team and a good dinking team makes it very challenging for the Phoenix Flames to win points. And we can see a little bit of a reflection of this in the scoreboard right now.
Blink and look up, and it's 9-0.
9-0-2.
St. Louis blazing the trail here in game one. They've only lost one game as a team this weekend. Wild to think about. Nice spot for Jessie Irvine. She's had enough with Anna Bright.
Absolutely great example there of Phoenix Flames looking for different types of offense, and they're looking to move St. Louis around. Easy to say, difficult to do, but we all want to see that happening.
Point.
Fahey filling the middle twice. Not too big on the second one. Jessie Irvine gets her team on the board.
Second serve.
That sends it right into the net on the serve.
1-9-2.
Solid drive by Genie.
And Bright welcomes the opportunity from Genie Bouchard.
That was a pretty sweet angle. I felt like Genie kept all of her shots fairly low, but just Anna Bright with a sick two-handed backhand angle as a volley from the kitchen.
Point.
Anna Bright, fun to watch her move across the court, the way she's seeing her opponents and reading the play one step ahead of everybody else. 10-1 now. St. Louis brings back game point. Too high in the third. Anna Bright knows it well. Genie Bouchard will take it. Does something with it.
10-1-2.
Jessie Irvine backs up Anna Bright from the kitchen. Saves 2 game points.
Yeah, good play by Jessie there. Covering the court for the fourth shot, obviously. We talked a little bit about it. The receiving team taking advantage of that and then staying solid on shot number 6. But a little bit more challenging to get into the kitchen on the serve, of course.
1-10-2. Side out.
A little too big for Irvine. Ball back to St. Louis. Game point number 3.
10-1-1.
Too good, Jessie Irvine.
Another example for the player already at the kitchen on the receiving team, being big in the middle. Well done.
And a backhand smoke from Jessie Irvine.
One. Second serve. One 10-2. Side out.
Again.
Genie was in a tough spot there. Probably a better shot would be a reset. It seems like she was kind of intending it, just doesn't go her way.
Line drive and a beauty for Kate Fahey at game point number 4, and St. Louis runs away with game 1.
0-2.
Snap from the kitchen from Tyson McGuffin. I like the synergy that's developed between Tyson and Jack.
0-0-1.
They seem to work well together. Their energy feeds off each other well. Slapper from Jack's sock.
Second serve.
I thought it hit Hayden, did not?
Referee timeout.
Jack is also questioning.
Phoenix Flames is challenging. We're going to allow your outcall. They're not challenging anymore.
Not 2. Jack sock serving. And of course, yes, as you mentioned, Jack and Tyson, another great team. I think it's a similar example of Tyson being a mentor to Jack and kind of bringing the pickleball energy into the tennis player's mind and using the assets that Jack Sock has to succeed in. He has in tennis to succeed in pickleball, so just a beautiful thing to watch.
And Tyson is that player for many of the newer pros and players of the history. Nice, Hayden Patriquin steps in and reads the speed up ahead of Jack Sock's thought.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we talked earlier, Jessie kind of plays the same role. In addition to mentoring some of the players on her team, she kind of worked with Hayden and Gabe, and I think we've all worked with Ben Johns, so he better give us full credit.
Point.
Say it again.
I said that both Jessie Irvine and myself, we worked with Ben Johns on developing his game. So as far as his game goes, he can give us credit. Other aspects, I don't know if we want to take credit.
Hot topic to bring up this weekend, Irina. Playing with fire over here, I respect it. 4-0-1 for the boys in blue of St. Louis. I think that's good. Hayden and Gabe both looking.
You can't do that. That's second serve.
It's kind of a laid out call. If you don't make a call within that time frame, I feel like it should be in.
After review, the call in the court is overturned. St. Louis, you lose 1 free challenge. You have 2 remaining. Phoenix, you have 3 free video challenges remaining. We'll resume play at second serve, 4-1-2. Side out.
Fadeaway miss for Jack Sock.
But good placement for the third shot from Hayden Patriquin.
5-0-2.
I think exploiting the middle a little bit for Tyson and Jack is a good idea.
5-0-2 makes it 6-0-2. What a shot from Gabriel Tardio. The limited sample size was against Miami to Jay DeVilliers and Noe Cliff. Oh my.
Point.
Wow. Hayden Patriquin. Risky business. Down the middle he goes.
7-0-2.
Yeah, love the new generation, as you highlighted, Michelle. And the cool fact about most of those kids that they actually grew up playing pickleball, except QD.
Point.
Jack Sock throws the return into the middle of the net. St. Louis destroying the boys in black.
Side out.
I mean, I'd love to just do an analysis on how many points St. Louis has lost this weekend at this point.
That could be interesting as well. Absolutely. There are all types of data that we can collect from these matches. All I know in this match, the Phoenix Flames have not been able to do any of their signature trick shots.
0-9-2.
Does that mean Gabe and Big H are too good at keeping them away from them? Potentially.
Big slapper through the middle from Hayden Patriquin. Lower center of gravity assists
9-0-1.
his work at getting the ball down.
Second
Unique
serve.
angles, too.
9-0-2. Side out.
Good shot there by Jack. Gets Gabe into the body.
0-9-1.
Nice, classy apology. What a gentleman.
Second serve. 0-9-2.
there for Phoenix. Side out and back to work for the St. Louis Shock. Wow.
Second serve.
Obliterated, to say the least.
Gabe was right there, but yeah, the pace coming of that forehand from Jack Sock was pretty unbelievable. St. Louis is looking to settle down a little bit.
Side out.
Hayden misses a misdirect. Probably a good thing because Tyson was sitting on that forehand.
Yeah, either way, same results, most likely.
Flames are looking to get on the board.
And they will. Point. With a missed counter from Hayden Patriquin in the hands battle.
1-9-1.
Is it too late? Tyson will never give up in the fight. We'll see. Oh, what a get for Tardio. Reads the lob off the paddle from McGuffin, makes an athletic play and a full scramble.
Absolutely. We've seen quite a number of lobs, I think, in both Major League Pickleball events in Orlando and here, and we just want to see more. It's an underrated shot.
When is in your mind the perfect time to lob?
Well, there are two types of lobs. There's an offensive lob and a defensive lob. So the perfect time for a defensive lob is anytime you're in trouble, running down shots, defending, scrambling. And then offensive lob is usually set up after a dink rally, mostly following a cross-court pattern, trying to lob over the backhand shoulder of the player, very similar as in tennis.
Point.
And a game point.
10-2-1.
For the Young Bucks. I'd be curious, maybe we can ask them in the interview what is their team name.
Their team name? Nice.
As in Hayden and Gabe.
Gabe Tardio crashing and puts it away. 11-2. Phoenix, 194 points to 107. That's almost double any team they're playing against. That's wild.
Yeah, thank you for the trucks to providing us with these stats. And outstanding performance by the Shock.
ATP is short for Jessie Irvine, of course. Jessie and Gabe, very good friends. Mixed doubles partners on the PPA Tour as well. Won gold together as a team. Jessie is pretty shocked by his ATP call.
1-0-2.
Looks for clarification at the bench.
I don't think it fazed her. She knew it was in.
Side out.
Nice work from Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, Tyson and Jessie, great mixed doubles team.
0-1-1.
Very, very experienced players. And then just matching up against slightly newer partnership.
Second serve.
With Kate and Gabe, but also highly, highly skilled.
0-1-2.
So far, very successful in MLP. So just buckle in for some great pickleball. But I think we're going to see some epic dink rallies between Kate and Jessie. Some sick tricks already with a lob, offensive lob.
And that lob was destroyed by Gabe Tardio. And I'm very pleased with the lob from our women's doubles partner, Kate Fahey.
1-0-1. Second serve.
A bit deep was the call from Tyson McGuffin. Kate Fahey and Gabe Tardio are wondering if they should challenge it.
After review, the call on the court is overturned. Ball was in. Phoenix lose 1 free video challenge. You have 2 remaining. St. Louis, you also have 2 free video challenges remaining. We'll resume play at 2:01.
Call overturned. Quick apology from the Phoenix Flames.
2:01.
And St. Louis shot back on serve.
Second serve. (2:02).
Hayden Tardio steps in, puts it away. 3-0 the damage for St. Louis. He's only dropped 1 single game this entire event. They have 6 matches played by the end of it. Nice ball by Jessie Irvine. Catches her buddy Gabe Tardio reaching into the middle.
One of Jessie's signature shots, misdirect, makes it look like a dame can literally go anywhere with pace or no pace. Chooses to go inside out with no pace behind Gabe there. If Gabe gets burned again, he'll probably give her a round of applause.
Nice.
Point.
Fine performance from Tyson McGuffin. Inspired by his partner, Jessie Irvine, starting the scramble.
And this is a mixed doubles match where you're probably not going to see the men's player coming over like too much to the right side because the ladies are expert players. They can handle their own. So there's no need for the guy to give up their positioning to help out.
Oh, Jessie almost had Tardio. What a play from Gabe Tardio.
1-3-2.
This kid is so much fun to watch. Nice handle from Fahey. Ernie from Tardio. Kate Fahey recovers in the middle. What a sequence.
That was beautiful. We'd love to see that in replay. But just outstanding movement together for both doubles teams and some sick tricks for St. Louis.
Point.
Ooh, Jessie was trying to let this ball go out. Probably the right decision, but it kind of tips her. No worries there.
Nice.
Point.
Again, Gabe Tardio getting big. Fahey reads it, stays out of the way, and the shot 1 point away from the end change. Sheer destruction.
Timeout, change in.
Off the tape.
St. Louis shot.
Heavy inside. After this, another match that could be pretty quick for St. Louis.
7-1-1. Point.
Yeah, full credit to St. Louis shot just coming out ready and firing on all cylinders. Very, very clean. Gabe generating some good offense off his forehand, not in this point, but in general.
8-1-2.
Played by Gabe Tardio, skates around it. Pockets one down the line and dodges a bullet from Tyson McGuffin. Another lob destroyed for Gabe Tardio. Game point.
10-1-2.
Match point for the St. Louis Shock. Going to win in regulation. Counts for 3 standing points. Kate Fahey Goes down swinging, takes it off the tape. 11-1. No other lapse in performance. Anna Bright back to serve first to Genie Bouchard.
Didn't they lose a mixed match in Orlando to Anna Lee in the fives? But I might be wrong.
Point.
That's what sparked a little bit of the commentary and controversy, but I feel like Hayden lost the mixed match to Anna Lee and Lil Hallows. But we can look it up and get back to you, viewers.
Side out.
I think for the Phoenix Flames to win, probably three things need to happen. Really good drives, some let courts, and some counters.
Second serve. 0-1-2.
Nice try by Jack Sock to generate offense there. Here he comes again with a third shot drive.
Oh.
Sick trick. The leg court goes against them.
Sick trick and scene for Jack Sock.
1-0-1. Point. Two 0-1. Second serve.
I think we're going to see St. Louis Shock playing pretty fast
2-0-2.
to the serve, not taking too much time between winning points. Probably the right play right now. They have all the momentum in the match. And I think they like to play fast anyway.
Point.
Great hand speed by Hayden Patriquin there. Just lines up the paddle in the right position, going for the cross-court angle, using Jack's power.
Nice. And Bright scampers up to the kitchen, pokes it through with a one-handed backhand. That's a pretty sequence. Doing a little dance on Jack Sock.
Point.
Another burn behind Jack with big H and his backhand counter.
5-0-2.
That was just a bit wide for Genie Bouchard. They will challenge it just to be sure. I believe in at least a tie for first place with the Orlando Squeeze, who are moments away from playing their match over on Grandstand. How about the Squeeze? Nice step in for Hayden Patriquin.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Squeeze emerging as a top seed in the standings right now. And big shout out to Samantha Parker, who's a freshman on that team, handling her own.
Nice blast from Anna Bright. Goes cross-court drive on Genie Bouchard. Catches her out of rhythm. Next there in the top five. Dallas Flash and New Jersey Fives not here this weekend, but lingering, of course, towards the top. And Jack Sock not being very chivalrous there to Genie Bouchard.
9-0-2.
That's his fault by far.
You don't say.
We can all agree. Jack will agree with us.
And game point quickly for the St. Louis Shock. Anna Bright
10-0-2.
Hayden Patriquin looking for the clean sweep and the perfect pickle to finish it off. And they will on the paddle of Hayden Patriquin. A little handshake and a thanks for coming from the St. Louis Shock. Is St. Louis your pick to click this year? Are they going to be the team lifting the title come season ends, Irina?
Oh, I'm very, very impressed about the performance of this team. However, we're still very early in the season. I'd love to see some more of the top contenders in action. And of course, don't discount the SoCal Hard Eights.